Okay, so let's do HbA1c. First of all, sugar is carried in two places in your blood. It's carried in solution in the liquid of your blood. We'll call that the plasma. And that's the sugar that you can test. When you prick somebody's finger, you're pricking their blood glucose or their blood sugar level. That's what you're actually measuring, so many millimoles. And we know that normal is between 3.6 and 6. If you've been eating and you're not fasting, then up to 7.8. You wouldn't want your blood sugar level being over 7.8 when you're after you've eaten. So that's blood sugar level. But the other place that sugar is carried in your blood is actually on the red blood cell. So most of us know that the red blood cell carries oxygen, and it buffers pH, and it carries carbon dioxide and bicarbonate, and it has a lot of jobs, that red blood cell. But one of its other important roles in your physiology is to carry glucose. And it does that in the same molecule that carries oxygen, hemoglobin. In fact, think of the hemoglobin molecule inside the red blood cell as having little hooks that hold on to sugar. And so as it travels through its life, and red blood cells live for about 4 months, what happens is it accumulates these little sugar molecules. The hemoglobin becomes glycated. Now, that little receptor that holds on to sugar molecules, glucose molecules on the red blood cell, that's called A1C. So the test for that is HbA1c, hemoglobin A1c. And it's a measure of the percentage, a little bit like doing a saturation of oxygen percentage of hemoglobin. This is a measure of glucose percentage that's saturated or stuck to your hemoglobin molecule. It accumulates through its lifespan, and this is why if I do an HbA1c on somebody, I can actually test to see what their glucose control's been like for a good period of time, say 12 weeks, 3 months. I get about 3 months worth of blood sugar level data by doing an HbA1c. Under normal circumstances, in humans who don't have any dysglycemic conditions, the expectation is your A1c is below 5.7%. HbA1c below 5.7%. If it should get above 5.7% but under 6.5, we're going to call that pre-diabetes. And if your HbA1c is over 6.5%, that's a diagnosis of diabetes.